3, 2, 1. You're listening to Just Okay Gamers, where this week, Millpool's making a game. He's become a game developer. Millpool,
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about your game that you're making.
Well, you know, with PAX a week away, I thought I would get into the game development field, try to get it shown there.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
They're still accepting applications, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have a problem.
You can still get one.
Yeah, so my game is it's called Millpool Hosts a Podcast.
Oh.
And
All right.
do you guys want to know what happens?
What's it about?
Not really.
Is it
I don't
coming
really
out
care.
for the VR?
Okay, well, I'm in the game. It's starring me, and I'm a host of a podcast.
Of course.
Okay.
And I have 3 co-hosts.
Oh.
Okay.
Their names
Coincidence?
are Nido, Gasty, and Folly. And I get to tell them what to do in the game.
Really?
It's really fun. I think everyone will like it.
Yeah, but like, what is it? Is it like a time management kind of simulator type game? Like worker management? How does this game work? Give us the deets, bro.
So I host the podcast, and I
No
tell
one
everyone what to
fucking
do,
cares.
and everyone
All
listens
right?
to me
No
in
one
the game.
fucking cares. Shut up with your stupid game. Go sit in that corner, you piece of shit.
We're just okay and we played some games. We're just okay gamers.
Thanks for listening to episode 157.
157?
157
So, like, 7?
of the Just Okay Gamers podcast. My name is Guido, and I'm here with...
Wally.
Millpool, hello.
Nasty. Hello. Millpool.
Now we know why Millpool's making that game.
It was a good game idea, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
I think it is.
I think if you made it,
No. Definitely not.
if you just
People play games to escape reality.
yeah, I was gonna say adapt VR, because apparently you can just put anything on VR right now and call it a game.
Ooh, that's good. Can I scan all of you guys to put in my game? So I
Yep.
can
Here,
have
let me
Yeah,
just stand
But
still.
you have to
realistic-
scan all
okay,
of
I'll
me. though.
fire up the scanning machine
I want all of me
Okay.
scanned.
that I've paid for with Patreon money.
Okay.
Hey, wait
Perfect.
a second. No one agreed to this.
I signed off on it.
This game
Oh.
is going to fail big time.
Well,
Nope.
I think it's worth all of our
gonna
money.
actually be the most popular game in the world.
Oh, well, that's
Ever.
That's
something.
oh,
Surpassing Minecraft, huh?
Like, fuck you, chess. Everything.
It's gonna be like Minecraft and League of Legends combined.
Oh, dear.
whoa. Wait, the game style? Because I thought you were just hosting a podcast.
No, not the game style, just in popularity.
Oh, okay. Think about that. What if there was, like, League of Legends that you could create the map?
Hold on. Is this Nasty's Think About That segment?
It is.
Play-
Hey, can we get a segue? Can we
Play
get a
the
segue
segue.
to that?
It's
yeah.
nasty. Think about that.
Nasty.
There it is.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nasty. Think about that segment. Go ahead, Nasty.
So, think about that. Today, we would like to talk about a game that involves Minecraft and League of Legends. Think about that.
Play them out.
Nasties, think about that.
What a horrible segment.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's just Wally saying Nasty's think about that in a little bit of a higher pitch.
Hey, man, we had to come up with something quick.
No, not the segue. This whole segment was horrible.
Oh. No, I was
How
just
dare
saying.
you.
The segue was the best part of the segment.
I was just saying, what if you could, like, construct... So if there was a wall that split, like, right down river, and
Wait,
you could
want to
construct...
construct a wall?
No, yeah, I'm Trump.
Are you a
Oh.
Trump supporter?
Yep, Trump supporter. Make America
Trump
great
nasty.
again. Duh.
I have this I vision in my head of us getting to PAX and like a bunch of like teenage girls are just huddled in a corner with their eyes closed with a VR set going, I'm Millpool and these are my guests. Like, oh, it just took off everywhere.
That'd be horrible. What if we do get to PAX and everybody is hooked up to VR?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
Cool.
silly.
But us, we wouldn't. We just
I would
walk
become
through
the
this-
world's most successful pickpocket in one day.
I guess so.
Just walk around and grab everybody's purses.
And it'd
Yoink.
just be dead quiet in there. You just hear slight like rustling of people moving slightly.
It's so creepy.
Just 100,000 people hooked up to VR.
Why would they go to the convention center then? They could just stay at home.
Light shuffling.
So they
noises.
can be in VR with other people. Duh.
It's actually VR of the convention.
Oh, so they're just like sitting there, moving controllers around, walking around.
Walking
Are there
around
other people there?
a convention full of people hooked up to VR.
You go through all the effort to get there physically.
I don't know if I see the point.
Inception.
Would you guys go to a convention where everyone was hooked up and there
Fuck
remotely?
No. Wait.
So you're not
I
actually
mean,
going?
yeah, just
It's
not
just
go
like
to.
I mean, it would be like an online venue, but it would be like branded as like this is the event. So
I mean,
kind of like an
there's going to be like Second Life for
Yeah.
VR eventually, right?
yeah. Would you do it? Like if it was like a
No.
fee? Oh, okay.
Oh, if it was a
It's called
fee,
real
I
life.
would. No, I would. If
Yeah,
it was
that's
something
fine.
cool, like they're showing like first clips or gameplay footage of a bunch of games for the first time,
So-
I'd fucking
Everyone
Let's
say
say-
would
let's-
ruin it.
$20
though.
to
like,
do it.
There would be no order at all.
There'd be trolling.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
turn into Second Life, where everyone
Fucks each other in furry
yeah,
costumes.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
here's what I'm
dicks
thinking.
raining from the sky.
It's like a combination of like Second Life, but like BlizzCon ticket, digital ticket, and an actual event. So like E3 2020 or something, 2025. We all pay like $30 to hook up to our Vive 2s, and we're in the convention center or a digital representation of it together to see exclusive content that only the VR people can see.
Oh, that way. Maybe. Yeah, but I also got to buy a $700 VR headset just to even do this $30 ticket.
I'm assuming that the technology levels at some point in the next 10 to 15 years. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd participate in something along those lines.
Yeah, I'd do
$800
it.
is a bit too slow.
Yeah, because I can just spend $800 on a trip to PAX instead and be there in real life.
He's got a point.
He is.
But you can't see them VR titties at PAX.
No, I can just see real titties.
Oh, we're going to the strip club?
No, we're just gonna go to the after parties. I mean, look at Microsoft's
yeah,
last
they're
after
full
party
of-
that they had.
Those after parties are full of loose women.
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at like 3 years ago. We went to that one, and Millpool was definitely getting her number.
Oh, yeah, I think he did.
What after party was that?
It wasn't an after party. We just went bar hopping.
We just went to a bar.
Oh, same
was
thing,
our-
right?
Our after party.
After the party, it's the after party, and
The after party don't stop.
When the Just Okay gamers go to a bar, they just call it an after party.
duh, we were fucking rolling as a group, and we were sponsoring it by ourselves for ourselves. So I feel like that makes it an after party, right?
That was before the podcast even existed.
Yeah, that was the podcast
Oh, wait.
consumption.
No, the podcast existed.
No, that was our first year.
Really?
When we dipped on the pokey crawl because it was silly.
Well,
It
that
was-
wasn't my first year. That was your first year.
Yeah, that was my first year.
That was 3 years ago?
Yeah,
So wait, hold on. You've ditched 2 poke crawls now in a row?
yeah,
Yeah.
but we're probably gonna do it again this year. And then
I
ditch
hope
it again.
not. I mean, yeah, we'll just ditch it. I think we stayed with them for what, 2 bars, and then said fuck it.
It's
We just stayed at the third bar, I think.
Yeah, we
are,
stayed.
are
This was
we
nice.
doing that this year? Poke crawl?
I hope not.
We'll probably just do our own bar crawl.
We'll just
Right.
show
We'll
up.
have enough people. We'll probably be in the same area as the Poke Crawl. For those who don't know, a bunch of people host a Poke Crawl where you like have teams, and there's some weirdos that are dressed up like Pokemon,
Yeah, it's a Pokemon themed bar crawl with color coded teams.
and you have to battle the other color team that you're at the bar with by either like one of the challenges was like you bought a drink for them and they bought a drink for
Yeah.
you, like any drink
It was silly.
which I ended up just going up to a dude and I was like, "Hey man, what do you want?" He's like,
Yeah.
he was like, "I'll have a
The
rum,
actual-
rum and Coke," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'll have a whiskey and Coke." He's like, "Okay."
Right. The actual challenge was like you have to buy your least favorite drink for them or something like that.
Yeah. And then they buy you their least favorite or shots or something like that.
I don't think it was least favorite. It was just any drink. And they mentioned
It was
like,
both. It was like most
"Oh, you
favorite
could
and least
be a
favorite or
dick
something.
or you could be nice."
Right. I ended up getting like a shot of Rumpelman given to me. It was kind of rough. So then I bought the guy a shot of Jaeger.
I don't mean to be disparaging of the people who participate, but it seems like the draw of the Poke Crawl was a way for people who don't typically socialize to socialize safely.
Yeah.
That's all of PAX.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
I mean,
pretty
if you
much.
want to boil it down.
Yeah.
But the first year when Guido and I went on it, it was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
We did the whole thing too.
Yeah, we got drunk.
Was it
as
because it
fuck.
was
Dressing
smaller?
up like Pokemon. It was smaller.
It was a lot smaller.
How
And
small
the
was
group
it?
we were with was a lot better than the group we were with last year. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. It was just not very fun last year. It turned out to just be like everybody tried to sell me a bunch of shit the whole time. Like every bar we went to was like, "Hey, buy this thing because it's
Hey,
going
now.
towards this charity."
She did some good work, though. I bought a hat. That was nice.
yeah, the hats were cool, but there was like, after you bought a hat, the next dude would come up in like a fucking starter jacket, holding this
Right.
fucking clay thing that he baked in his oven.
Oh, that. Yeah, that was garbage.
Here, you can
And
buy
then-
this for $10.
He got thrown
Right.
out. You know that, right? He got thrown out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was not authorized to do that, so they threw his ass to the curb about 3 bars in. Yeah, the bunch of
It's funny.
the enforcers for the Poke Crawl came up and basically like you have to leave.
I just remember getting so drunk, I think I got slapped.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have that on tape, by the way.
Yeah. I think we played it on the podcast after PAX last year.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe we did. God,
Yeah.
I can't wait for this year.
I don't think I'm getting that drunk.
I was drunk.
Why not?
Because we got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday night we don't have a whole lot to do on Thursday.
That's true. Yeah. Wednesday.
I want to
could
be
go hard.
pleasantly buzzed, but I don't want to be out of my mind.
Yeah.
Get out of your mind.
Oh. All right.
Isn't that Busta?
I don't know. Is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
No.
Okay. What do you
No,
guys
it's
think?
definitely Lil Jon.
Should we go on to League of Legends?
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right. I don't know which one of these to play. How about this one?
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking
Segways
on this motherfucking
podcast.
everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking
League of Legends.
Oh, it turned out to be a perfect one.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Sniggle Boots. Sniggle Boots, if you still listen to the podcast, reach out to us.
Say hi or something.
She was on the subreddit recently.
Yes, he was. He was. So he must still listen. Okie dokie. So the quarterfinals of the League of Legends Championship Series was this past weekend.
Wait, semifinals.
Oh, semifinals.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals are in this document.
Sorry. I think I might have just copied
Come on.
that from last week.
You know I just read whatever's on the prompter. TSM played against Immortals, and CLG played against Liquid. One was a really good series, and the other was kind of a snooze fest. I'll let you guys decide which one was which, in my opinion.
In your opinion?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
I wasn't
forget
paying
it.
attention.
You guys aren't even listening to me
Just
talk.
read the prompt.
Yeah, you're
Just read the
supposed to
prompt.
read
We're
what-
teleprompting
Okay.
you right now.
Okay, quarterfinals were last weekend. TSM. So I decided that I should suck my own dick, and I'm stupid. I'm a stupid dum-dum.
You read the thing.
You read the prompt.
Hold on a second. That doesn't seem right.
I was prompting you. No, I think that the CLG game was CLG Liquid was definitely the better of the series. Saturday's
Yeah,
games in general
by
were
far.
much better.
Yeah. I didn't watch that series. I only watched TSM stomp the shit out of Immortals. Although the
Yeah.
second game was kind of close for a minute in that.
Yeah.
Well, and then the third game, it kind of really just came down to that fight before Baron that turned. I mean, I guess you could say that about every game. That fight before Baron kind of decided it.
Right.
But So the CLG Liquid, it ended up being Liquid won the first one, CLG won the next two, then Liquid won the next one, and then Liquid almost won the fifth, and like through the last team fight when they clearly were like catching back up.
They threw
So
it. How'd
game
they throw
five
it?
was game five was hot.
There was a lot of like, it was a bloodbath. There was a lot of back and forth fights with them, and CLG had the gold advantage leading into game five. And then Liquid just kept like fighting their way back in by like, you know, winning little skirmishes, picking somebody off here, picking somebody off there, getting an objective, and like doing really well on rotating. And then I think it was they got caught out in mid. Somebody got caught out in mid, and they decided to pile in instead of just sacrificing one person and turtling out. And
Yeah, the thing that sort of won them the game was their double teleport onto Piglet.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the highlight
Yeah,
of it.
that was the thing everyone was talking about.
Right. It was neat. It was a neat little play.
Yep.
Basically, if you didn't see it, two of the team members teleported onto the same minion, and you couldn't differentiate if it was one or two. The person, Piglet, just thought it was one teleport. So he didn't just run away automatically, and he got fucked.
he got fucked.
You got fucked.
But then Dardoch almost stole Baron, and then he didn't. He got popped too.
Who's CLG's top laner?
Darshan.
Yeah, Darshan. He was doing some fucking crazy echo plays.
Darshan's a good player. Really good player.
There's one
But
that I saw that where he dived under tower and then ulted out, like killed him under tower and then ulted out with full health. It was an amazing play, and I wish I could refer to it better.
Articulate what you saw.
Right.
Yeah, it was a really good series though. Like I would recommend watching Game 5 at least if you want to do that.
Also, the EU games on Saturday were a lot of fun. Expeke made a series-saving sub-in for mid lane, and then Origins ended up going on to win the series. So it was pretty cool. So if you want to see some other good games, those ones are really, really close as well.
So who's in the finals in the EU? Origin and
G2.
G2, yep.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It was cool though, because it was the first time that anybody's really taken advantage of like subbing somebody in mid series, and it turned out like for the better.
Sure. Sweet.
So there might be something to this whole roster subbing thing.
Yeah, I mean the Koreans have been doing it for a while.
Right.
Professional sports has been doing it for a little while.
Yeah, teachers have been doing it for a long time.
That's true. That's true.
That's where it originated.
Action films have had
It actually started with the action film The Substitute.
Bingo.
Okay.
Do you remember that movie?
That's pretty much it. No.
Yeah, it's
Is
awesome.
it an action film?
It was an action film. It was like an undercover cop came in as a substitute teacher. And then,
and he got the shit kicked out of him, and so he started kicking everyone else's shit.
Yeah,
Who's
but
in it?
I don't know the dude's name. My dad
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
The singer?
This is what it says.
Tom Berenger.
Is it Tom Berenger?
It's Tom Berenger.
Oh yeah, Tom Berenger.
My dad took me
the
to see
gang
it because
was
he had
Mark
free
Anthony.
tickets. And I was
So-
like fucking 14 at the time, maybe less.
Are his kids beating him up? Like
I think there was like the kids. It was a really bad school, and there was
It was a
gang
bad school.
violence, and there's drugs involved, and the gangs were coming to like push around the kids so that they'd sell drugs for them or something.
It's a really insulting film racially. I mean, if you basically, he goes in there and single-handedly saves the few wiltering gems in the classroom from the awful gang violence. And only Tom Berenger can do it. But it's an amazing action movie.
It's definitely
like High
no.
School High.
It's no stand and deliver. That's for sure.
Stand By Me as well. You smoke crack, don't you?
Is it Stand By Me or is it Stand and
Stand
Deliver?
By Me.
No,
Stand
Stand
and
By Me
Deliver is
is is the one with the kids.
Yeah, they go to Oregon, or they're
Is
from
it-
Oregon.
Oh, God, I can't remember which one is
Yeah.
it. It's Stand by Me.
They
Stand by
find
Me
the
is
corpse?
the 80s
League of
coming of age,
Legends.
the coming of age movie.
League of
yeah.
Legends podcast.
Yeah, this whole movie
Just okay,
podcast
gamers.
thing, guys.
League of Legends.
Yeah, but it was definitely Stand and Deliver with
Shut the fuck up.
What's the one with
with
Morgan
Edward
Freeman? Then?
James Olmos, or what's his name? Is that his name?
Amos,
Morgan Freeman.
Edwin.
Lean on Me. Fuck.
Lean on Me.
Lean on Me is a great
Lean
movie.
on me when you're not strong.
You smoke crack, don't you?
'Cause I'll be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Rots your
help
brain
you
cells, son. It rots your brain cells.
carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Wally, I was hoping you were going to keep
No.
So who do you guys think is going to win in the NA finals?
this. I've got to say,
TSM or
this,
CLG?
This threw me for a loop. TSM winning that.
No one expected it.
No, not against the Immortals, who lost one game all season, like all split.
Right.
So
They didn't want to play that tank top. They refused.
yeah, that Haunts are just destroyed on them. Okay, but I think that TSM, CLG is going to win it. CLG is going to win.
I think
this.
it's going to go 5 games.
It is. I think that CLG having to defend their honor of being the current NA LCS champions, or will kind of pull through for them. You know,
That
they have
scares
something
me.
to prove.
I'm kind of
We
leaning towards CLG as well. Although I think I'd like to see TSM win.
We said they'd choke and they ended up pulling through. So I'm really
I don't
leery
know.
of betting.
TSM's been shit all season. So I
Yeah.
don't think they really deserve it.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't. By that standard, they don't.
Well, they beat the shit out of the people in the playoffs.
I
Yeah.
feel like
I mean,
they threw
they
hard
earned it.
in like the season, just that way postseason they would have a good spot.
They didn't have a good spot though.
Yeah, they had the hardest road
Yeah.
to the finals.
Really?
Yeah, they had to play. They
Oh,
came in
played,
sixth. They had to play the
yeah.
third team and then the first team.
They had to play Cloud9, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
First. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
they've shown
gonna
up in the playoffs.
give it to TSM.
I'll go TSM too.
I'm going CLG.
Just cause.
They got
Is
something to prove.
Because I got my TSM icon, so I can throw that on.
You're doing it just because of the icons that you have in
It's
league.
the only icon I have. I really wish I had a C9 icon instead, but
Why C9?
they're my favorite team.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Is it
your
because of the players?
favorite.
Yeah, I like the players the best. I mean, they're all
They do have
pros.
good players.
They all have good times together.
Do you
They're all
like player
pros.
pianos?
I love them. How did you know?
Oh, you like players. I've just figured take the next logical step.
I like the players on C9, so I
Yeah.
must like player pianos.
I like player pianos.
And you're right.
They're very fun to watch and listen to.
I don't even
Can you-
think I have any team icons.
Can you play a player piano?
I don't see why not. You just turn the player off, right? And then it's just a regular piano.
What if a player is playing a player piano?
Oh,
Can you play them?
Play on, player.
a player like someone that dates multiple girls at the same time?
Right. Yeah.
I think it might cause like a black hole or something. We don't ever want to see that.
I'd like to see it.
All right. So there you have it. It's 2 for TSM and 1 for CLG. Wally did not weigh in.
Well,
And he
he's
refuses to.
not going
also.
to.
CLG, I guess.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh,
whoever
this next
loses
one.
has to shave their pubes
I gotta
I
shave
alre-
my pubes if I lose.
I already have.
and eat it.
Oh, I'd do that.
You'd eat
I'll
your
eat it.
pubes?
Yeah, I'd eat my pubes if I had to. There's so many worse things you could
I
possibly
mean, I
bet
guess
on.
I would do it too if I had to.
Well, it's a bet, right? I mean, didn't some kid eat socks or something?
Yeah. Somebody had to eat their own sock because they fucking lost.
Yeah,
Nola.
there you go.
First Jubei did it, and then Black
Yeah,
Nola did it.
G-Bay.
I didn't see the Black Nola video.
Me
I
neither.
don't think it
I
came
didn't-
out, did it?
Oh, did he not actually do it?
He did it. I saw it.
Oh, you saw the video of Black Enola doing it, not G-Bay.
No, not Black and Nola. Sorry.
I saw G-Bay.
Yeah, G-Bay doing it.
Nola's doing, speaking of, LCS and Black and Nola, he's going to be the announcer this weekend.
Yeah, that's good for him.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Congrats
Good
to
job.
Black and Nola.
Way to go, Nola. Listener and friend of the podcast. He doesn't know.
He is.
He is.
He's a friend.
He's
of
a
the
friend of the
at least.
podcast, but I'm pretty sure he's not a listener.
No, he keeps telling me we got to go back to a bar next time we're all together. So I told him when we're in Boston, we'll go get food together.
Yay.
Yeah, cool. So Riot made one of these Riot Please articles.
Yeah.
You know these Riot Please articles.
Oh, I've heard of the meme.
Nice meme.
And they talked about dynamic queues, sandbox mode, and the future of League of Legends in 2016.
Yep.
Basically,
Nice.
in regards to dynamic queues, fuck you, solo queue is gone forever.
Yeah.
Sandbox mode, maybe it's gonna happen in a few years, bitch.
I like how they worded it. Like, so this is kind of like a maybe, like it's on our radar. It's not really a high priority. Other people have better shit to do, but we'll throw like a carrot out there so you guys just keep thinking about it and talking about it. And when we get to it, like years down the road, you guys will finally be happy.
They said they are going to do it, though.
Yeah.
If this post is to be believed, they said it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
And onward through 2016, they basically said, we'll keep on trucking, It's going to be a year.
Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't say much in this post,
No.
really.
They didn't. The big
And-
takeaway was dynamic queue is pretty much, we like it. Like Riot's is saying, hey, dynamic queue, give it a chance. We like it. We like it a lot.
Hey.
Right. I think their biggest thing was that they want the single player and the player with friends to have the same experience of the game.
Yeah.
Or similar experiences, I should say. Not the same, because obviously it can't be the same.
They did say this at the end of this little thing. It says, when it comes to a philosophical stance, however, we do want to be clear. We believe that dynamic queue is closer to representing a healthy competitive landscape in League of Legends than solo duo queue. So it's like, that was kind of like, I took that as like, this is what we think, deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they've already kind of made that statement.
Right.
Because they've already said that they're not bringing solo queue back.
But really, what are you losing by them not bringing solo duo queue back?
What are we losing?
Yeah.
People not being able to game the system a lot. People not getting matched up in shitty matchups where there's 4 people on a team and one random person out of it. Closer judge of a person's abilities without having to depend on several of your friends. Should I keep
People-
going?
No, I mean, like, the thing is, though, like, I feel like there's more positives that come from dynamic queue than the negatives. It also, like, encourages you to reach out to people and become friends with them and, like, find other friends to play with instead of just relying on solo queuing forever and playing this game.
This is a really stupid question.
Yeah.
I just don't know. But what do you think the spread is between people who organically meet friends actually through playing with a client alone versus people who bring their friends with them flat?
I'd probably say, like, 75+% of people have friends outside of the game prior to playing.
It's just an interesting comment to make when I really do feel... I know we just...
I mean, like, that they play with. So, like your
I mean-
friends play, and then they're like, hey, come play with me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, come play this game with me. And that's how you get brought into the game.
Well, I feel like we're entering into, like, that ship sailed kind of a mentality if they're trying to make an argument for meeting people, because it's just been such an isolated, claustrophobic environment because of the acidity of how people can be up until this point. that so many people have secluded themselves and had wrapped themselves in friends they already had that I can't think of many people who actually just said, you know what, I like that guy, I'm going to friend him and become his friend permanently through League.
But if anything, think about it in the PR way of looking at it is that they want you to bring your friends in and play the game. You know what I mean? Like they want to make this more of a multiplayer style of a game where you bring people in and you're like, hey, you should try this game out. Why else did they drop the experience needed to get to level 30?
Right.
They cut it in half. So you
That's a
can
good
bring
point.
new people in, and they're talking about a sandbox mode so that way people can practice without getting, dicked around in a game and getting yelled at.
Yeah, the argument with solo queue for someone to join the game is, hey, come on, you can come into League of Legends, learn this super hard game to learn, level up for a month or two to level 30, and then play the game by yourself to rank up.
Right. By yourself. And then maybe, after playing a couple thousand games, you can be in the top 1 to 5% of the game. And then what satisfaction are you getting out of it? Like, is that why you play this game? Because if so, then I feel like that's a minority of people that play League is they played solely just to make Diamond.
Yeah, but then there's the argument of why can't we just have both?
What, solo queue and duo and dynamic
And
queue?
dynamic, yeah. Both ranked. Just have the
I think
solo queue be a separate rank.
I just think it comes down more to server dedication because now they can dedicate more servers just to dynamic queue.
Yeah, well,
It's just another-
I don't think that they just dedicate servers to it. Like now there is no solo queue, so all those
Right.
and
It's got to be a
you
conscious
just look
choice.
at the load and see which people are playing more, and bump more power to that. I don't know about servers.
I also wonder if they have noticed less negative play in ranked since dynamic queue as well.
I think they have stated that.
So I mean that's good incentive for League to keep it around because it invokes a more friendly player base.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, League kind of has this added, people think about the League community and they think of, trolly assholes that just yell at people when they fuck up.
Right.
I don't think it's as bad as it sounds like. I think it's just a minority of people that really don't like it. And
Right.
they're being methodist about it. But, I mean, if it's a worse experience for the top 1% that are in Diamond Plus, but it's a better experience for everyone else, or at least just as good for everyone else, then I think that's Riot's thinking on this whole thing is that they're trying to serve the whole player base and not just the top players.
Right.
That's a cost-benefit analysis, and the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
That's
But
how any game
they're
goes.
still
So.
addressing it. I mean, in this thing that they put out, they said that we realize that there are problems for solo players, and we're trying to look at those problems and make them better.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I also think
everybody had to.
Go ahead.
Everybody had to know there'd be some growing pains when this came out. It takes a while. It takes some, some tweaking and fiddling of the knobs to get it just right. But it's only been out for a few months, 2-3 months, right? So
Right.
just keep giving it a chance, people. Jesus Christ.
I also think the state of the game doesn't really benefit towards a solo queue style. It's a very team-oriented game right now versus the skills of one solo player can win a game like it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
can I talk about one more thing before we move on?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you guys seen this Mecha Zero Scion skin?
I have not.
Oh, it's sick. He's Transformer style. So
Yeah?
when he goes into his ult, he transforms into a train looking thing and then just drives down the lane. It's pretty sweet looking.
Oh,
Sweet.
very
But
cool.
it's a ultimate skin, so it's a solid 18-20 RP.
Goo goo gaga.
That's a lot of fucking RP for a skin.
All right. Well, everybody should go buy that skin if they want it. If they don't buy it. There you have
Right.
it, people.
I like that review. Good review.
Thanks, dude. Okay. I think we should.
That was a good time of the podcast. That like couple week stretch.
Yeah, the I'm in love with the Coco
Yeah,
phase we went through.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So a game has recently been released. It's a fun game. A lot of people are playing it. A lot of people like it. We are, of course, talking about the hit game.
That was a good time of the podcast. That like couple week stretch.
Yeah, the I'm in love with the Coco
Yeah,
phase we went through.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So a game has recently been released. It's a fun game. A lot of people are playing it. A lot of people like it. We are, of course, talking about the hit game, Ratchet and Clank. The new
Absolutely.
Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
My favorite. I just picked it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part about it? Is it Ratchet or Clank?
It's definitely Clank.
Ooh, he's a Clank fan. We got any Ratchet fans out here?
Yep, right here.
I always knew you were a Ratchet Ho, Millpool.
Ooh.
The
Yeah.
is it Sega? Originally?
Genesis?
Genesis franchise is not part of my footprint nostalgia wise, so none of these resonate at all. Like that Spyro the Dragon, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Ratchet and Clank was PlayStation.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely PlayStation
Okay,
1.
I wasn't sure, but whatever it was, whatever timeline they inhabited, I must have been doing something else.
It was probably at the early time of your beginning PC gaming.
Ah,
Because I think it was like 92, 93? No.
For
late
Ratchet
90s.
and Clank?
Late 90s. 96?
I don't think they're that
I don't know.
old.
Probably would have been late 90s if it was on the original PlayStation.
Oh, way off. Oh. No, this is the PlayStation 2 version. Hang on.
Okay, we're hanging
The
out.
only Ratchet and Clank
We got to
game
really
I-
find this out. This is a bit. This is
02.
a joke.
02. There it is. 02.
there you
My
go.
blind
02.
spot, college.
Yeah.
I didn't do any console gaming.
College.
I
Blind
didn't do it.
spot. College.
I stopped. Like there's like between 1999, end of 99 and 02 and 03, I just didn't do anything other than maybe some PC stuff.
What do you mean?
Wait,
That
did
was
we
their
take that bit a
highlight
little
of the
far?
fucking Rangers.
Yeah, so, yeah, exactly. It was
Some
Counter-Strike.
PC stuff.
Well, do you want to get into it? Yeah, we were playing Counter-Strike competitively and blah blah blah. It was fun, but I wasn't doing any console shit.
I, of course, was not really talking about Ratchet and Clank, which I'm sure is a great game. It probably is a lot of fun if you like that sort of thing, which I did like. I enjoyed. I played one or two Ratchet and Clank games on PS3. They were fun. But I was actually talking about a game called Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls
Ooh.
Spooky.
Spooge.
Dark Souls 3 has released, and me and Wally and Millpool have all picked it up. And we're all having a grand old time. Great,
I love
great
it.
time. It is.
Talk about all the spoilers.
Yep, let's spoil every little thing. Please don't, because I'm sure I'm not as far as either of you guys.
Really? I don't think I'm as far as you.
I just left the undead settlement.
I just beat the tree guy.
That's where I am.
Well, yeah, you're way farther than me.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd been playing it.
We're one boss over, Guido. That's it.
Yeah? Then
Yeah.
the mole dude?
Mole dude.
What?
Mold.
You mean the glowy guy in all fours?
Yeah.
The ice guy?
No, he's talking about. Wait, no, he's talking about the big boreal guy.
Yeah.
Literally the first boss, the guy in all fours.
Well, the
where-
second boss, technically.
second boss, technically, yeah. The Beast of Boreal Valley or something.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
he spits ice out.
Oh,
Does
I
he?
suppose he
Frostbite.
does. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I hit him in the ass and he died.
I had the most trouble with him so far.
Really? I thought he was easy.
Yeah. I mean, it took me probably 5 or 6 tries.
I
Do you
love the
use
tree
friends? Do you use co-op or do you?
I've been doing solo so far.
guy. Nice, good job, dude.
Yeah, I did all the bosses solo, and then I go back and do it like 3 or 4 times to help others.
Oh, nice.
Praise the sun, baby.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a difficult game, and it can be very frustrating. I wish I had more time to play it, but I don't know.
Family obligations happened.
Yeah, family obligations. I'm trying to get a guide out before PAX, which I really don't think is going to happen.
Well, Tuesday night you were begging people to tell you to play League.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me to play League.
I was playing Dark Souls, and I knew I shouldn't be. I should be trying to get footage on League.
I tried playing with you.
Didn't we play?
You played
I
a
don't
game.
think so.
You played a game.
I played a game after that. I think Nasty had already left or something.
Yeah, I might have already been done.
Millpool, Kate, and somebody.
Yeah. But, yeah, Dark Souls is fun. You guys have any thoughts about Dark Souls? Okay.
Go ahead, Mill. Go ahead.
No, I got nothing.
Oh, well,
Really?
I have a few.
I mean, I really like it. It's my first Dark Souls game.
It's your first.
Do you think you'll return to the earlier ones? We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I think I might.
They're visually very similar. At least it's Dark
That,
Souls 2.
Bloodborne is not on PC, right?
No,
No,
so that's sadly
sadly.
no.
Okay. Because I've heard good things about that game.
In fact, it's the one I didn't play because of its exclusivity.
It seems more arcadey than Dark Souls.
It is, and they incorporated elements of that into 3. It's a little bit higher speed combat-wise,
Yeah.
but yeah.
There's a lot of things I still don't understand about that game, and I know that's part of the series, how they don't explain a lot of things, and I know they've phased a lot of that out too since the first game.
Are you talking about lore, or just like...
No, I mean like just like every weapon I pick up seems like it's not as good as the weapon I started out with, and I don't understand why. And I don't understand a lot of the stats on the weapons. Like I just realized that there's like little pictures that have meaning. Like there's
I can help you with
fist
that.
and other stuff that may be important, but I don't know why.
Each one represents like a skill. Like fist is strength, and I think they
Right.
corroborate between the two.
Yeah.
But let's say you have a sword, and the fist has like the letter A next to it, or D or E. From E to A is like a grade, like on a school paper.
Yeah.
A is better, S is the best. It's because it's a Japanese game, and what that means is that's the scalability. So if you pick up a sword that has like an A with the fist, if you have a high strength, that will greatly increase the damage output of that weapon.
Okay. Everything I've found, the highest grade I've seen is like a C so far.
It's about right.
What weapons are you guys rocking right now?
I've
Go
just
ahead.
been using a sword the whole time. I've played around.
long
with,
sword?
No, just a regular sword. I'm playing a knight, so it's the sword that he started out
Okay.
with.
It's a long sword.
Longsword.
Yeah, I guess it's a long sword. And the only thing I've done really is played around with using a shield and two-handing the sword.
Nice.
Okay.
But I don't have a strong preference. I think I like two-handing and not using the shield because it's slightly faster and recover stamina quicker.
I've been using Claymore.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
going
all right.
strength build with that because that's the Claymore strength, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going strength, but I just got enough strength to hold it, and then I'm going to build up my vigor. I think it's
Do that. Yeah. Vigor's for gear. Yeah.
Oh no, not vigor.
No. Vigor's
vitality
health.
is for gear. Vigor's health.
Vitality is gear. Vigor is health. Yeah. Yeah. I can always flip those.
So building that up, what does that do? It lets you move and swing faster, I guess?
Yeah.
You have a higher gear score?
Yes.
If
you
you
have more
if you have
poise.
a higher vitality.
More poise when you're wearing heavier stuff or carrying heavier stuff. Poise is how you roll and how you block. Like if you reach a certain threshold, your rolls become these really fat, like clunky rolls that don't move as fast instead of like the hop and jump and then roll.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I haven't put any points into that. I guess I should start looking into that.
Yeah, it's
It
helpful.
allows you to wear better stuff too.
Right, heavier stuff and whatnot. And then even if you go like a light kind of build, then you'll be even faster with all that shit. So, yeah.
I'm wielding something called the butcher knife. By the way, it's
I just picked that up actually.
from that chick. The
Yeah.
It's that hard fight, right?
Not for me because I just ran past her and then I turned around and she like had disappeared. And
She
I'm like,
fell.
oh, that's weird. Yeah, she ended up falling because I died and then I respawned there, or I went back there, and the weapon was just sitting on the ground.
She must have rolled off a cliff
She
chasing
must
you.
have, yeah. I don't know.
Don't worry, I chased her. I threw about 15 fire bombs at her, and this kept rolling away. I didn't fight her at all.
Nasty is tuned out, just like most of
Yep.
our audience.
Yeah, I would be too. If
I have no clue what you guys are talking about right now. So
But yeah, Dark Souls is a fun game. Millpool likes it, so if you've never played the Dark Souls game, might be a good time to pick it up if it's something that interests you. If you like to do things over and over and over again until you get it right, then Dark Souls 3 is the game for you. Right? Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty and it's fun to explore as well.
Right. And there's this weird tension you get in Dark Souls. Like the further along you get, you gather more souls. If you die, you lose all those souls, and you're exploring these new areas. And you're like, any corner, something could pop out and just fucking murder me, and I'll have to do this all over and get this far again. And there's a horrible amount of tension, but it's a good amount. It's good tension. Because once you get to that bonfire, which is like the checkpoint, it's like the
Like a sigh
saving
of
point,
relief.
pretty much. Yeah, it's this. A weight has been lifted off your shoulders, and it's a great feeling. That's why I like Dark Souls.
But you don't have to take my word for it. Dun-dun-dun.
What's Nasty's segment called?
think about it.
Think about that.
Think about that. So PAX is next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
We've already touched on this a little bit. If any of you are going to PAX, please reach out to us somewhere. We want to meet listeners of the podcast because, frankly, there's a lot of you, but there's not thousands where it would be difficult to meet people who go to conventions.
Right.
So if you are going to PAX and you're going to the convention, just reach out to us, and we'll
And touch me.
Yeah, we'll say hi and we'll hang out. We'll go to bars and shit with you, dude. We're very accessible.
Let's do it.
Easiest way to get a hold of us too is Twitter, because all of us have Twitter on our phone, on our Twitter, like our Just Okay Gamers Twitter account on our phone, and we'll usually update where we're at, what we're doing, like throughout the day.
Right. And
So-
even at night, we'll tell you guys where
Yep.
we're at or whatnot. And
Although if we go
Hashtag in bed, going to
Yeah.
sleep.
if we go back to the room, we might not tell you, but we might.
That's our personal time.
Yeah, I got to go jack off at some time.
me and Nasty are staying in the what's it called?
Weston.
The Weston.
Attached. It'll be so
yeah,
nice.
attached to the convention center. Oh, it's gonna be great.
This is gonna be the first time I think that we actually get to like do what we want to do content wise at PAX too.
Right.
Because
we don't,
like
we don't have to carry
bring a
bags
giant-
around.
and jackets and like all that other crap.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice for everybody else too that like we're going with, because they can come drop their stuff off with us
Right.
instead of check it at like the fucking hotel lobby like we did last time.
Right.
I wish I could have gone with you guys on that one, but it's okay. I can't complain for my accommodations. So
Yeah, you're still
You got
pretty
a
close
good.
though.
Yeah, you're very close.
I'm very
You got a
close
good
to the
hotel.
street. The Renaissance is like the number 2, I think.
Right.
It's a 3-block walk, if that.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. But yeah, we're all very excited for PAX. We have a few things planned. Should we tell them about? No, let's not tell them.
No.
Because
Nope.
then if we
Surprises.
don't do it, we won't feel guilty.
Right. Right.
Something happened.
Let's just tell them that we have things planned for you guys.
Right.
So, post PAX should be a busy time for us, but hopefully it'll be a good time, and hopefully we can bring you guys some cool stuff.
Right. Cool. PAX is going to be fun. I'm excited. Or is there anything
I'm
you
looking
guys
forward
are
to stuff.
excited to see?
Yeah, I want to check out Battleborn. I just downloaded the open beta too, so maybe I can get a little bit of gameplay in before we head out there.
Battleborn. I
looks like a
am
cool game.
Battleborn, born in battle.
I'm excited to see the League booth. It sounds pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that too.
Yeah.
I think that kind of goes for all of us though.
Right. Yeah.
It's exciting too because like a lot of the people that we met at Summoners Con are going to be there, so it'll be kind of like a reunion from Summoners Con again.
Right. Yeah, we'll get to see a lot of familiar faces and hobnob with YouTubers that have millions of subscribers and for some weird reason want to hobnob with us.
I think it's because we're the older guys of the group, you know?
Yeah.
The elder
Like-
statesman.
Right. So it's like I don't know. A lot of the guys are younger than you guys. They're like my age, you know.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe that's...
I think I'm even probably older than a few of them.
Oh, definitely. You're older than a lot of them. They're all like
So
22, 23.
right. And then they don't. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to say it. Last time when we went out to eat, some certain person said that his favorite place was Applebee's, and we like opened his eyes.
Oh. Yeah.
That was funny. What? Applebee's?
Yeah, fucking microwave food, frozen food, Applebee's? Get the fuck out of here.
I was laughing at that. He's like, "What the fuck is this place?"
Yeah. Okay.
Good fun though. I'm excited. I love conventions.
Yeah, I love conventions too. I wish I could go to every single one. Okay. That's it.
Yeah. Moving on. We
Bye.
Oh,
We
no,
need
we're
to
not
move.
that.
Oh, sorry.
We're trying to hit an hour on this podcast.
We got
Ish. Yeah.
7 or 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like a 2-hour episode last week, so
And
to
like
kinda
an
make up
hour
for
and
that.
40 minutes before that too. We've been running long the past couple of weeks.
right. Which is sad though, because I kind of want to play a game, but I don't think we should.
We'll have plenty of
tough
games
shit.
that we can play out at PAX. Maybe
That's-
next week's episode we can do a game since it's probably going to be sooner.
That's true. All right, then we'll just go on to listener of the week.
Let's do it.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
This week's listener of the week is Bigwetanimal from Australia. Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi!
A little bit of a delay there.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe.
Bigwetanimal from Australia
Australia.
gave us 5
Glad he
stars.
was. 5 stars.
Okay.
I'm doing Australian translations here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
On Australian iTunes. Oh, you just stopped now? And his review, he titles his review Wet, and his review is as follows. Millpool makes me wet. Thanks, Bigwetanimal. You are our listener of the week.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
You can be listener of the week by leaving a review on iTunes. I don't think Bigwetanimal told us that he left a review on Australian iTunes. He was
didn't?
just lucky because Nasty checked it, which we don't always do.
Yeah, I
So,
checked it.
He's a lucky little boy, okay? If you want to be a lucky little boy, you can take your chances and not email us. Fine, do it. I don't care. Be lucky. Try and be lucky. Make my day. But,
Great.
what?
They don't need to email us anymore.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Okay. I mean, if you say so.
Why not? Wait, we have an alert now?
The new tool that we use, or that I use now, gets all of them for us.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it also gets doubles and triples of the same fucking reviews.
Jesus.
Whatever.
Hopefully we're past that.
Yeah, I think we are. We were just in a weird period.
Period.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
Ooh, girl puke. Girl
thanks.
pussy puke.
Jeez. Pussy puke?
No wonder we got shut down for fucking media passes.
Nasty, you want to do some plugs?
Yeah, if you guys want to check us out on social media, go to justokgamers.com, and all of our social media is in the top right corner. Like I said earlier, be sure to follow us on Twitter, because that's how we'll talk to you guys at PAX. If you want to watch a live stream, twitch.tv/justokgamers. If you want to be a Patreon, patreon.com/justokgamers. Thanks to all of our Patreons for the past couple of months. We might have something for you after we get back from PAX. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, Reddit and Discord. Those things. You can find it all on the website.
Also, guys, if you want to support us on Patreon, that's fucking awesome. Like, please give us money. But if you can't, you can support us in another way. Basically by telling people that this show exists.
Yeah. True. Very true.
You can submit links on our Reddit or other people's Reddits, subreddits. You can tweet it out. You can tell friends in person, like, hey, Jim. One of you is Jim.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, Jim?
Hey.
Wait,
Oh,
we're both
there's
Jim?
two Jims here.
Oh, I'm Jim too.
Sorry, are you talking to me or
I'm Jim.
other Jim?
Hey,
Oh,
Jim.
Jim.
How many Jims are here?
We're-
Can we get a Jim count?
Is it weird that we're in a gymnasium also now?
No. Not at
Oh,
all.
this is a gym meetup.
Yeah.
Is it weird that we're all eating Slim Jims, too?
Wow. And yeah, that is kind of weird. We also have Jimmy's on our donuts.
And look, there's a Jimmy John's right across the street.
Who'da thunk? So, Jims, do you guys
Yes?
do you like podcasts?
Oh, I sure do.
I love podcasts. They're
love
great.
them more than the other gyms.
Oh, yeah? Do you guys like video games?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
absolutely.
Even more than podcasts.
Well, what if I were to tell you, are you listening?
Yes.
I'm listening.
That there is a podcast out there that talks about fucking video games.
About
What?
fucking video games. So, like,
They
Video
do
game
actually
porno?
sometimes
Cut a
talk
hole
about
and,
fucking actual video games.
oh, wow. Okay,
would've-
I am in.
Fuck those video games hard.
Yeah. Well, Jims, let me tell you, Jims,
This must be the most
Okay.
popular podcast in the world.
it is getting there.
Well, I'm excited. Our my name is a Jim.
Well, I'm going to go listen to them and make them be
I
the
haven't
most
even
popular.
I haven't even
Podcast
take
out there.
listen to this.
Hey Jim,
Listen,
let's all go
shut the
listen to
fuck
this
up, Jim.
podcast right now.
What's it called?
Okay,
Jim.
let's do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I like-
I
finally,
don't
I,
even
can
need to
tell you
know.
what it's called, Jim.
Yeah, Jim, what's
I'm
it
a
called?
big fan of this podcast.
Jim, and Jim. Let me
Yes,
tell you,
Jim.
the name of this podcast. It's actually called the Just Okay Gamers podcast.
Oh, you
Whoa,
joshed
I
me,
love
Jim, real good.
You know, I just like to Jimmy you guys sometimes at these gym meetups.
Yeah.
Wrestle
I
by
got-
Jimmy's. Real
I got
good.
locked out of a beat up once. Had to Jimmy the lock.
It happens.
Yeah. I call Jimmy in the lock. That's what I do when I masturbate.
Your voice went flat. Yeah, that's when I masturbate.
Okay, Jims. Well, it's been a real pleasure talking to you guys.
Your voice went flat. Yeah, that's when I masturbate.
Okay, Jims. Well, it's been a real pleasure talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Go check out that podcast.
Okay, will do.
And it's called Just Okay Gamers, in case you forgot.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Thank
problem.
you, Jim.
All right, bye, Jim.
All right, see you, Jim. Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Hey,
See ya,
Jim. See ya, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Oh, see you, Jim.
Oh, did I forget you, Jim? My bad.
Bye, Jim.
Oh, no, my fault, Jim.
Oh, that's okay, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Jin.
Jim.
So, who said Jim?
Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy, Jim Jeru.
And
10
more minutes.
It's been a while since we've done 10 more minutes, Jim.
it's been a while, Jim.
Yeah.
So before you Jims go,
Yes, Jim. It's a good thing I didn't leave yet.
where are you guys going after this? Would you like to come to my house for dinner?
Only if we get some Jimmy Johns along the way, though.
This is something I've been meaning to tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
I am Jimmy John's.
Oh.
Oh, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You're holding a tray of Jimmy John's subs.
This whole time I've been holding this tray.
Huh. Is this why they're called the Jim Meetups?
Yeah, would anyone like a club sub?
Did the name come because one John accidentally came to Jimmy John's? Or to the Jim Meetup, and then it became Jimmy John's? Is that how it happened?
Yeah, that is exactly how it happened.
Or did
John
you
came
host-
to the gym meetup.
Or did you host the Jim Meetup in the John?
I think it was the former.
Oh, okay.
John showed up to our gym meetup. Mm-hmm. And we got to talking, like us gyms do. You know, us gyms are talkers.
We're talkers.
He said, "Hey, is this the John meetup?"
And I said, "No, John, it's a gym meetup."
Yeah, but we're talking about sandwiches conveniently.
We were all talking about sandwiches, and I said, "Hey, John, what do you think about sandwiches?" He said, "Sounds pretty good."
And then
And then you started
then
a business together.
then did I think we named
Combined
it
your
Jimmy's
names.
and John, right?
yeah, we first called it. Wait, why are you involved in this? This is my story.
Well, I mean, like
I was now involved.
He is Jimmy John.
it's Jimmy's and John. We're all Jimmies. Come on,
Oh.
let's be
Wait.
real, Jim.
So you took that guy's name as well?
We're all partners in this.
Did you murder him and take his name?
I might have.
Who are you? I'm not
Wait.
talking to you, Jim.
Are you actually
Oh, sorry,
a
Jim.
John?
Is he Jimmy John?
No, I'm not. I'm not a John. I'm a Jim.
Take that mask off.
No, don't.
Hey,
No,
get this
don't.
mask off.
Expose him.
It is a John.
You guys caught me. I just wanted
John.
to be a Jim.
Well, we have a business together, John.
Oh.
It's called Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
And
Scene.
scene. Very good. People tuned out long. They tuned out when they heard the fucking listener of the week
That's what I
song.
do
Come on.
this stupid shit again.
Okay, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. Are we doing a podcast next week? Let's make the executive
Microcast,
decision right
right?
now.
Yeah, we doing a shorty on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, I was thinking we just do them along the whole route of the thing and upload them right away, even if they're like little 15-minute podcasts.
Okay. So you want to do one then, like Thursday?
I
When we
kind of
all
want
get
to.
together?
I kind of want to do one on the plane with you, Nasty.
Okay, we can do that.
It's gonna be
I'm
weird
gonna be
because
filming this, so
it's gonna be weird because there's gonna be people in very close proximity listening to us.
I don't care at all. What would be better is if there's somebody in between us and we're recording a podcast.
Just try to get them on as a guest.
Yeah, we'll have them on as a guest too. That would be great.
But yeah, so tune into that. I don't think we'll have like an official podcast, but we'll have. Just keep an eye on the feed, and we'll have quite a few things up there. Hopefully, at the very least, that's what I wish to accomplish at PAX.
Just a bunch of short segments of podcasts.
Yeah, because it's easy. You just stand in a line, do a podcast.
Do a podcast.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Again, if you're at PAX, follow us on Twitter at JustOKGamers, and we'll meet up. Okay,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah, bro.
Sounds
Thank you.
good, brah.
Thank you for listening, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you soon.